Mga kapuso, ngayong umaga tara na't matuto kung paano magkaroon ng healthy diet mula sa isang Japanese na ngayon nananatili na sa Baguio City. Sa kanyang mga tips sa atin, talagang mapapa-arigato tayo kay Mio Matsumoto. Magandang umaga, Mio. Ohayo gozaimasu. And welcome to Mornings with GMA Regional TV.
Magandang umaga. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to talk to you this morning. Mio, how's your morning so far?
Fantastic. I love the morning in Baguio.
Now, Mio, I'd like to ask you, when did you start living in the Philippines and in Baguio? And have you decided to stay here for good?
I started business in, I think, 2010.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I think I live in the Philippines for good.
Now, what do you do here in the Philippines, Mio? And what is it in the Philippines that you love so much?
I run Japanese restaurants in Baguio.
Oh.
And then what I love about Philippines is the family relationship.
Now, one common thing about Japan and Philippines, Mio, is that we are food lovers. And I'm sure you agree, right?
Yeah.
What is your favorite dish in the Philippines so far?
Biko Express
Ooh.
and Sinigang.
Someone's happy hearing that right now. Well, speaking of food, Mio, you are known to have a healthy diet, right? If we are going to define healthy diet, how are you going to describe or define healthy diet?
It's not only healthy about to your body, but also your mind.
Amazing. Well, I'm sure that you will be able to, present your menu for us today. And I have come to know that you also offer plant-based ramen. Is that correct?
Okay. Yeah, correct.
When did you start doing that? And how do we do that plant-based ramen?
Actually, this is not came from my original idea. Like one of my customers sent me the message that he is a vegan, and the group of him wanted to eat ramen.
Okay.
But ramen, as you know, it's a broth and noodle includes eggs and everything is like animal based. So I offered him. He asked me if I can replace with the vegetables, and I did. And the noodles I used not ramen noodle, but which is udon.
Yes.
And it was delicious. But then in the end, I realized, this is no longer ramen anymore. It's udon.
It's udon. Yeah.
And then I realized that I discovered that there are plant-based ramen today. So I decided to serve this one to the customers.
Now, Mio, I'd like to tell you that I am a fan of Japanese food, both because of its taste and artistry. Now, what colorful food or dishes would you like to introduce to our viewers and make them appreciate more?
Yes, plant-based ramen is of course one of them because everybody loves ramen, but it's healthy. And then the second is poke bowl. A lot of people in the Philippines still don't know. Actually, even Japanese people don't know that. But
Yes.
this is very famous in Hawaii. Started from Hawaii because
Wow.
Japanese immigrant in Hawaii, and then they made it this new dish. And since COVID started, this is perfect to take out to go.
Yes.
So it became a big thing in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So I tasted it, then it was amazingly delicious. And then it's also healthy. It contains a lot of vegetables and fresh fish. And then in my poke bowl restaurant, we also promote quinoa. It's a superfood. It's
Yes.
not grain, so
Yes.
much healthier than rice. We also have sushi rice, but for people who really care about the health, they can choose also quinoa.
Now, Mio, I hope you can give a message to our viewers this morning so they can also start eating healthier today.
Yes, actually, one of the bad things about food is sugar. So we need to all realize that what sugar is. They say it's one of the strongest addiction or the drug. Actually works on the drug. So especially for the kids, if you keep on giving the sugar contained food, of course they want that. and it's really difficult for them to control themselves. So if you take a plant-based food, they calm more and they can focus more on their studies. So it's not only our generation. We are adults. We need to take care of our children.
Thank you so much for your time and for sharing a part of yourself. And also, thank you for your appreciation to the Philippines. God bless you and stay safe.
ありがとうございます。Salamat po.
Salamat po. Diyan lang po kayo mga kapusong. Babalik ang mornings with GMA Regional TV.
Ito ang Mornings with GMA Regional TV.